I think the appropriate approach is once we recognize that, oh, yeah, that's actually something we have to pay attention to, something that is real and has real effects, even though we can't quantify it per se. Um, we can, again, make it conscious and explicit. And by that means, reflect on it and analyze it from a more or less scientific point of view. And, it's not chemistry, it's not biology, but you can still look at it with skepticism, and you can still look at competing stories that other people have and say, is one more rational, more reasonable than the other? And there's a paradox in it, but science doesn't escape this paradox because they just accept the paradox and go with it of, well, I'm evaluating it while I already have it, but it's the scientific mindset that wants to skeptically evaluate. But then if you're looking at the scientific mindset and skeptically evaluate, well, yeah, you're still doing the scientific mindset. The issue is just, we want objectivity in science, which is good. There's this issue here where you're not going to actually be objective in that sense, and so that causes people problems. So that is an issue, or it causes people queasiness, I would say, like, that doesn't seem quite scientific. But so I wouldn't go as far as to say that it's a science per se, um, but it is. We do take the scientific method, or sorry, the scientific mindset to it, and say, let's examine this and do it with a way that can, because people can change their mindsets and people can change their metaphysics or their grounding story. There wouldn't be a point in writing this book if it wasn't. So again, that gets you out of the dogma thing. It's not just a accept one or the other blindly behind the scenes, whatever, because your favorite person accepts it. You can actually look at it rationally, even though, like, yes, you have to have the mindset to start out that looking at things rationally is appropriate, skepticism is appropriate, pursuit of truth is appropriate. So there's sort of a bootstraps issue there of like, you have to have those. But if you don't have those, then there's no point in talking to you anyways. So, and most people do have those. So you believe in truth, you believe in examination, observation, and improving yourself and changing what you believe based on the truth, then that's a good chunk of the scientific mindset. And you can take that to the metaphysical presumptions that you have inherited or accepted, however, consciously, and be critical of them for the purpose of not just destroying them, but trying to make sure that they are truthful and accurate.